Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel, and hey, what's up if you're new here? How does a tadpole? The very hungry caterpillar is curious. How does a tadpole become a frog? Let's find out. Well, that didn't last long. A mother frog lays a clump of eggs in the water. The eggs are surrounded by a squishy gel. Do you hear Dad? Oh, listen. Do you hear him? Hey guys, it is the next day. I feel like this clip probably looks exactly like yesterday's clip, and that's because my routine, we're back into a routine. I'm pretty much doing my hair the same way every day, and I end up lounging in the same outfit to get ready for a few days in a row. Hey, hi, hello. I think this video has been not all over the place, but there's just been short snippets. I started filming on Saturday and then just got little clips of Saturday and Sunday, and then yesterday was Monday, so I had full intentions of documenting the day, and it just slipped away from me. So that's something I just wanted to touch base on. So the school year is not in full swing yet. We're still in the early stages of transitioning back. For me personally, these first few weeks of being at school every day, all day, not all day, but every day, I get really tired because going from summertime, having a similar wake up and sleep, going to bed schedule. But in the summer, I'm not having all these human interactions constantly all day, and then you get back into school and it's either another adult needing you or students needing your attention all day long, and my mind is just on. I'm always thinking and processing, so by the end of the school day, I'm exhausted. The past few days, I've just really had to be intentional about turning my mind off. And when I get home, I have to be very diligent about not thinking about work. I mean, it's going to happen. The thoughts will slip into my mind, but I have to intentionally stop myself from ruminating or rehashing, revisiting something that happened. And when I get into that mindset, if I'm just continually thinking about something, I will either tell my husband, I'll pray about it, or I'll write about it in my journal just to let it go, because really there's not much I can do about a lot of the situations until the next day when I'm back at work interacting with the person that I need to. So I've just felt pretty tired, and by the end of the day, I'm just ready to do my routine, get to bed. Do my routine and get to bed. I mean, there's more to it. What's also helpful, I think, for me, because I have been completing the 75 medium challenge, I like to call it. I'm really disciplined in that routine already. So I'm coming home. My daughter and I hang out for a little bit. My husband gets home. we go for our walk, and then I'm just working out right away. And sticking with that has definitely helped, I think, my mindset and just staying regulated, because if I were to just let myself kind of like sit or like be on my phone, like just sitting idly, I probably would not be feeling as good as I am. I know with the school year, things are going to get stressful. So I'm really trying to put in the work that I can now to just set things up for success, put supports in place for students, get my own systems down so I can manage my own work duties, because yes, I am a teacher, so I'm teaching my students, but there's a lot of other things that goes into this job. Lesson planning, data collection, communicating with families, behavior support, learning a new curriculum, teaching students, reteaching expectations over and over and over again, following building expectations for staff, keeping my classroom clean, scheduling meetings, sending paperwork, finalizing paperwork, filing paperwork, realizing a few weeks in that I'm already behind on something. Yeah. It goes on, and if you're a teacher, you can probably relate to how I'm feeling. I feel like whenever I talk to a classroom teacher, not all of them, but I feel like more often than not, like I'll tell them like, you do amazing work. I don't think I could ever be a classroom teacher, and they'll like laugh and say, you're amazing. I could never be a special education teacher. It's like we all have different like gifts and different preferences. With these classroom teachers and managing a full class of kids, like that's amazing work, how you're able to differentiate and just take care of all these needs in one large setting. I think that's incredible. Maybe we can revisit the topic of teaching in depth another time. I'm just sitting in here. I've made my routine of reading my Bible, praying, and journaling. I moved it down here into our basement. I was doing it upstairs, but I get distracted upstairs. So being down here, I just have one of our like lower lights on. And because we're not down here as much, like in the living space, I can just keep this out and open. It's been great doing this to start my day. I mean, I go upstairs soon to figure out what to wear, which in theory shouldn't take too long. I need to pack a little lunch. That's been something. I've not been good at that to start this year. I've been bringing just a bunch of snacks, which is okay because honestly, I'm more likely to have little bits of food like throughout the day opposed to sitting down and having a big meal. So it's actually been okay, but I think it was yesterday I kind of felt like should have gone for like something a little more substantial. So today I'm gonna just make sure I have options. I think that will be helpful. Overall, just I'm feeling tired and like I get good sleep at night, but after a full day of all the interactions, I can just feel my body just like being exhausted, like mentally and then physically too sometimes. I'm gonna go upstairs. Also need to just stay on schedule because I tend to fool myself into thinking I have all this time and I really don't. Okay, so it took me almost 20 minutes to pick an outfit, and I was really close to even just like changing again, but I just need to stick with this. In my head, I was like, I'm gonna wear purple. I wanted to wear purple today. I have one purple item in my closet, and how I styled it was just not working. So scrapped the purple. This is what we're wearing. I'll probably put on some flats and just call it good. I gotta pack my lunch and get out the door. Maybe I'll check in later and show you like my little after school routine, but I think I'm gonna be ending the video today because not that I think I'm boring you, but I think once I'm back into a full like school rhythm, I'll have more to share with you. Hey guys, checking in. I gave in. I'm here at a coffee shop. I keep feeling the need to like get out of the building, and I think I just really need to get into a better routine of, I don't know if I just need to like make my environment for lunch like more enjoyable or something I look forward to. I don't know. I probably need to find a lunch buddy. Maybe that's the secret. I think today is off to a little bit of a better start. The past few days have been a little rocky with learning about students and their needs, because you don't know what you don't know, right? So I know these students up to a certain extent by reading their IEPs, and I can get to know a student on paperwork, but getting to know them in person, and not only the student, but how they, not only about them, but like how they operate in a classroom with other students, with maybe a different teacher to start the year, following a schedule that's different from theirs. It's all learning. Just can't give up. Just giving it our best to get to know these kids. I'm going to start driving though and get back to work, and I'll probably check in later today.